Oh, this is Be Our Guest.
Tell us what we're eating.
This is the Feast de la Gaston, I believe is what it was called. So eggs, sausage, bacon, potatoes, and fruit. And it's gluten-free. And they're going to... No, my eyes are up here. No, my eyes are up here. He's going to bring back some gluten-free pastries.
Here we go. Now, pastries here. So on the bottom we have a chocolate cherry. On top of that is going to be a lemon loaf. And then on top of that is going to be a chocolate banana bread.
So we had breakfast at Be Our Guest, as noted on the show. And I want to point out that what it is it's a $24 flat rate for adult meals, and then I believe it's $14 kid meal flat rate. That includes entree, non-alcoholic beverage, and then they say assortment of pastries. Now, because we ordered gluten-free, what that meant was bread, and that was shown earlier in the video. And as noted, there was 3 pieces of this. It's almost like pound cake in a way, like the consistency of it, like the thickness. No, banana bread.
Banana bread.
More like what
Very
the consistency
moist,
was.
but it was not banana bread.
But different flavors, as far as like the best of the bunch was the chocolate cherry on the bottom piece.
It was like eating a piece of cake, a piece of chocolate cake. It was delicious.
And then the lemon loaf, it was good. I mean, especially for the gluten-free, it was like kind of lemon aftertasty, I thought, personally, but like it was still distinctly like, when you said it was lemon bread, like, yeah, it is.
Gluten-free, in the case of regular bread, gluten-free does have kind of an aftertaste. So, yeah, the chocolate cherry was absolutely fabulous. The lemon was pretty good.
But the chocolate banana, we were not getting at a loss. I kept tasting it like there's a weird aftertaste.
It was.
But it was like, what is this? Is it flax? What is this?
You would put it in your mouth and you would go chew, 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 and it was good. What the hell is their flavor?
Yeah, and chocolate and banana were not the flavors.
Yeah, chocolate and
that came
banana,
off
I
of
was
it at
not
all.
getting that at all. The food, did you talk about the rest of the menu? When you go gluten-free, like the other day at Citricos, gluten-free desserts consisted of, I had 2 options in the entire menu. There were like 8 or 9 things on the dessert menu. I could have 2 of them. And he just discovered a secret 3rd. When we told her we were gluten-free at the kiosk at Be Our Guest, and I don't know if you mentioned yet at all, we didn't have a reservation. We were walk-ups and got right in. And they said, we asked out front, and they said, the allergy menu is inside of the kiosk. So we get up to the kiosk, and she tells us, she says, okay, gluten. And she went down the list of items on the menu, and it was almost every single one they could adapt to being gluten-free, if it wasn't already. So we had the feast.
We had the Gaston feast. And
And
between, it was that,
And that
personally,
was-
it was either going to be that or else the assorted cured meats and cheese. My only concern is I personally can't mix egg and cheese or I'll get very sick. It's a weird chemical reaction thing, but it's one of those, like, whatever the reason it is, like, I don't even want to kind of know. I've been sick enough that I'm sick of being sick. I'm not going to keep mixing egg and cheese. Well, the thing is that I have a tendency to finish what Jamie doesn't eat, and if egg and then my cheese mix happen, this video would be happening the same day as the park visit.
He's my own personal garbage disposal.
And so I do want to say though that had Jamie ordered something else, and it wouldn't have involved egg at all as an example, then this meat and cheese plate looked really good in theory. It looks like ham, Serrano ham, saprosata, which is kind of like salami, cheese, and then it says marmalade, fresh fruit, toasted baguette. That's the other thing.
Oh, he said millet bread. They said they were going to use millet bread.
Yeah, and so it's like with toasted baguette, it's like, well, I know there is gluten-free baguette, but I just
no, they weren't going to do a
typically
baguette.
at a theme park. No, they're not going to do that.
No, with the other options stuff.
And then there was the open-faced bacon and egg sandwich,
Which they would do on millet bread if you were gluten-free. What else?
the croque madame, which is the open-faced ham sandwich with the fried egg, Gruyere cheese, and bechamel sauce.
Again, they offered millet bread. I mean, that's 4 out of 4 so far you can have. That's crazy. Okay, keep going.
Scrambled egg whites.
Yeah.
That was egg whites with tomatoes and apple sausage.
Why would you do that to
Or
yourself?
chicken apple sausage.
Chicken. Oh, that was the one thing on the plate that I did not like the sausage. I liked the eggs. I mean, bacon is bacon. I even got a burnt one, which you never do.
And to me, it tasted like kind of like grilled chicken.
Yeah, it was not good.
Maybe it had like a little smokiness
Maybe
to
it
it,
was
which
the
she doesn't
apple,
like.
apple and the smoky. Maybe that's why.
Yeah,
I took 2 little bites and I was like, no, you eat these.
Right.
Garbage disposal.
Vegetable quiche.
That one you could not do because I think because of the crust, which
And then-
stinks because I love quiche.
And then basically a cronut. I think is what
And
it's
the
like.
cronut would be a no nut. I didn't mean to do that. So what was it? 6 out of 8?
Yeah.
Something
and then
like that? 5 out of 7 or 6 out of 8? That's crazy.
Bottomless coffee and then bottomless
Sodas.
soft drinks.
They had hot chocolate,
Yep.
like you wanted that in 90-degree weather, or tea.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said every and then fruit. There was fruit on the plate.
Oh, yeah.
And then every table gets a tray of pastries. So we were full. In fact, it's just after 5 now. He's just making dinner. I haven't had anything since breakfast we had about 10, give or take, somewhere around 10.
Yeah, it was funny. This is kind of unrelated, but we did the Tales with Belle, and then went right from there to Be Our Guest. So it was kind of in theme, you know?
I didn't notice that.
So we went to the castle twice.
Just knew I was hungry. Yeah, so it was like right before 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's cool to know that with Be Our Guest, it looks like it's perhaps a little easier to get in there than it used to be. As it used to be for sure, if you did not have a reservation, you're not getting an period.
Well, everything they open up starts that way. They're very careful with the allergies, as usual for Disney. Very good about that.
And the thing that's nice about the gluten-free is that it's much easier to get it than it used to be. It used to be that a chef had to come see you.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like, see, we are not celiac. We're also not like hipsters or whatever, like just gluten-free because we think it's cool or whatever. It's wheat ties into ragweed allergies. And we both have it, and we both react to it. We both had health improvements that came with cutting out gluten.
Yes, literally migraines. My migraines are gone.
Or I should say, just because I know this is kind of a hot topic, cutting out wheat is what we're really trying to do, not necessarily gluten in and of itself. All right, so what's our verdict on Be Our Guest for?
I really liked it, and I think breakfast versus because we've done breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. And as a gluten-free person, I would pick breakfast every time.
Yeah, I think so. I was
yeah.
kind of gagging on the price when I first saw it because it was like, whoa, $24 a person, woo.
I'm like, but that's all I'm doing.
But because it's all inclusive in that it's the food and the coffee in this instance, or she had the Coke. Then to me it was like, okay, it was a little better value than like if we would have gone to some other place that served breakfast. The cost probably would have been awfully similar, really. I mean, because of the fact that you'd be charged for the food and then the drinks, and then perhaps tip even. And at Be Our Guest, there was no tip. It was just straight up $48 plus tax.
Yes.
It does not take tables in Wonderland for breakfast.
Yep,
Only
dinner
difference
only.
again. Yes, we could have gone cheaper on breakfast some other way at the park, but
Yeah, but I think we
But
would
I
have been
think
hungry.
I think as an option, it was a good value in terms of like how much food you got, quality of the food, and then the fact that the drinks were good.
I agree. I think it was definitely worth it. The eggs were good, and I'm picky about my eggs.
Let's go.